It's the Rob Carson Show. Are you ready to be pod smacked? Now, here's Rob Carson.
And here I am. Hello, guys. I'm sorry I'm running a little bit late. You're gonna laugh. You're gonna laugh why I'm signing on at 5:05. I'm in the kitchen making dinner for my son. And my son, it's so funny. He says, Dad, I need you. I want this. I want this. What? Can you make me a pasta sauce? So he asked me. He says, Alfredo. I said, I don't have any parm. I don't have any parm. I don't have any cream. I can't make it properly. So I said, here's what I'll do. I'll doctor up a sauce for you. So I took some crushed tomatoes. I added some basil, garlic, white wine, oregano, black pepper, salt, and the whole deal. And I'm in the damn kitchen, and the friggin' clock on the stove is off. So I'm thinking it's 2 minutes early. I get here, I walk in, and I'm late. I am so sorry. This is my life. Hey, I got a special guest. I've got a special guest right here. Barry Kaplan. What's going on, my friend?
Special guest.
Now,
Good
Barry,
afternoon.
Barry's a friend. Barry has been on my podcast before. Barry is you're white privileged, right?
Oh, absolutely.
You were just like me. I mean, we are white. I was
privileged. Literally born on to a silver platter.
Now, I say this because, we've got the left in this country saying that we are white privileged. We are white privileged. We are privileged white. You and I are brothers in arms with regard to employment, man. We've been through some shit.
Yes.
We've been through some shit.
Unbelievable.
You've been looking for a full-time gig for how long?
10 months.
10 months? Oh, you're a piker.
10 months? Yeah, well, I know. I mean, I'm an amateur compared to you.
It's 14 months for me, right? So
it's
anyway,
brutal. It's actually...
It sucks.
It is.
You would think, Barry, you know what? The reason why you didn't get the job, the reason why you're not employed is because your white privilege card expired.
Yes.
It expired, right? Your white privilege card expired.
Well, if I would have put like a scar on me showing that I was a victim, maybe I would have had a better chance.
Hold on. Let me real quick look at my white privilege card. Son of a gun. It's expired. I could have had a job months ago if I just would have had my white privilege card.
That's right. Right. You have to be a victim. You have to be a victim.
You do have to be a victim. Now, let me ask you this real quick, and I know that you may have gotten some good news today.
Yes.
And there are a lot of things, and hello to everybody who's watching. God bless you. Megan, Dan, Shameen, you sound fabulous. Thanks for joining me tonight, guys. Keep the comments coming because we're going to get into a lot of stuff. But you may have landed a gig. What's the company?
Home Advisors.
Home Advisor. Tell everybody what they do.
Home Advisors hooks contractors. I don't care if it's lawn work, if it's shingles, if it's paint.
Yeah.
They basically are a lead service for contractors.
Nice.
And the thing why it's such a no-brainer, listen, I did this not on the contract side, but on the insurance side. I spent God knows how many thousands of dollars on insurance or on advertising over the years.
Yeah.
I did radio, I did print, I did TV, I did the mailers and the Valpaks and the money mails.
Oh, geez.
And the radio stations.
Yes.
And out of all of the thousands of dollars that I spent on advertising over the years, the one thing that every single one of those organizations have in common is they don't give you one guarantee of one response to that advertising.
No, man.
And quite frankly, most of it didn't do me any good at all. But what Home Advisors does is its advertising doesn't cost you a dime unless it works. Once you have your account set up with them, you pay nothing else unless there's people contacting you looking for bids to get their carpet redone, to get their carpet cleaned, to get their carpet replaced with wood floors, to get their shingles done.
You're getting people who are good. They don't run off with your damn money.
All the contractors are background checked. They're all heavily checked to make sure that they don't have big tax issues and so on and so forth. They have to be legitimate contractors. And so what happens is when you hear those commercials on the radio and so on, and you contact you go through the app, that's what you're getting is you're getting contractors who have been background checked, who have been pre-screened. And again, on the business side, if you're a contractor of any kind, instead of blowing all that money on advertising, not knowing if anything is going to come in, why instead just don't pay a dime until somebody's contacting you? All of a sudden, you're on your phone dings, and that's somebody who's looking to get their roof repaired or their roof replaced or their house painted or their lawn done, or even little things like, honestly, like raising or putting up the Christmas lights or putting them back down again.
Oh God, I wish I had the money for that. I wish I had the money for that. Right. Holy crap.
So I'm going to
I need the money for that. I drive through my neighborhood. There's still Christmas lights up everywhere.
I'm going to be a sales consultant for them, and I got to tell you, it's the biggest no-brainer in the history of the brain.
All right, I love it.
If you're a contractor.
HomeAdvisor.com. Is there some way that we could, point our listeners toward, or our viewers, I should say, toward Home Advisor? Is there a website locally, just HomeAdvisor.com?
Well, I think, in my own opinion, it might be because I'm actually be doing this for a living, that maybe they should have my direct contact information.
Go ahead.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you an email address.
All right, go ahead.
It's Kaplan, BKAPLAN, USMC, as in United States Marine Corps.
Marine Corps! Booyah!
bkaplanusmc@gmail.com. And if you have any questions, I'm more than happy to answer questions for you. Again, I haven't started there yet, but I know so much about the system already. They told me in the interview, they said, you don't even work here yet, and you've got like the best closes and so on that we've ever heard. They actually just told me that. So
let me ask you this, dude.
Yes.
Because I'm going to tell you, and I want to say hi to Johnny. What's up? Is it Charmony? I love that name. I totally love it. I hope I'm not messing it up. Jose, or Josie, Kat, all you guys watching nationally. Life has been a bitch, even though I'm supposed to be privileged. I'm privileged. I'm a white man, right?
You're very white.
I'm white. Thank you very much.
You're the whitest.
Yes, I'm a little whiter than you are. Oh, you don't need to tell me that, Barry. Look at Barry. What do you got? So you got some olive color. Yeah. What do you wear? What is your heritage?
I go back to the old country, man.
All right, you're Italian.
No, I'm not. Everybody here thinks I'm Italian.
You're Jewish? You're Jewish.
Right.
Well, when I say the old country.
The old country. Right. Well,
I would say Israel.
It's actually the older country.
Israel is not an old country.
Well, the land is.
Yes.
Yes.
So anyway, I'm a white guy, whatever, and I've suffered. Dear God in heaven, I've suffered. You have as well, and you've been pursuing, employment, and God dang it. The job market is tough out there,
right?
Particularly for guys who are your age, 35, right? I mean, you're 35 years old, right?
Yeah, 35.
You're 35, so 35.
Yeah, 35.
It's very hard.
Add 20.
But things have been tough, right?
Yes.
Things have been tough.
I'll tell you, one of the reasons why it's been tough is the thing that's supposed to make it easier, which is the sites like ZipRecruiter and Indeed and all these job sites, because you go ahead and you put your resume in and you apply for a job and it goes out to the out to the businesses. And what happens is when a business opens up your resume, you get notification.
Yeah.
Like 1 out of 5 even open the resume in the first place.
They get deluged, man.
It's not right. And so what happens is the reason why I got this opportunity is I went to a job fair where you can actually sit in front of the person, shake his hand, and blow his doors off in person.
Yeah, man.
And so that's the reason. That's what led me to getting this, because nothing else that I had done. It was unbelievable.
It is very tough, and I'll tell you what is really tough for me personally. Hi, guys, is that my son has seen me unemployed for 3 effing years. During his lifetime, he's seen me unemployed for 3 effing years. And for the first time, I just said, screw it. I'm going to own this. I'm going to own it. I'm going to create a video podcast. I was discovered by Liberty One TV. They kick ass. And I was rejected. I was rejected for a radio job the other day. And I really feel like it's fate saying, F radio, do this.
I tell you.
Honestly, man, you got to rediscover yourself, right? Reinvent yourself.
Everything is going to the internet. The job search is going to the internet. Radio is going to the internet. It's all moving in that direction.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Who knows? Maybe one day the terrestrial radio will be like the Blockbuster of its time.
I'm not going to say anything because I'd kind of like to have a radio job in terrestrial radio. But here's what I'll say. Terrestrial radio, and it's interesting you use that term because most people are like terrestrial radio.
I never heard of it until you heard from you.
Thank you. All right. But the thing is about the terrestrial radio is that we need to use terrestrial radio's reach to promote the digital platform and vice versa. That's it. Because the really cool thing is, look right here. This is personal. You're in my freaking house. Do you know that? You're in my house. And I'm here to entertain you and inform you and just, have some fun, opine and whatnot. That's what it's all about. Anyway, Barry, I'm glad to have you here. And the reason why you are here is because you're paying me, right? No, I'm just kidding. Okay. All right.
I got like $4 in my pocket.
$4. Okay, I'll take it. Listen,
when
rent is coming due, $4 is a big deal, right? Oh, and by the way, you've done Uber too, right?
I did what?
You've done Uber too, right?
I'll be doing it at about 10 o'clock tonight.
He's doing Uber too. A lot of people have, and even though we're very white and very privileged, and you would think that we wear top hats and have monocles in our eyes, and we are driven everywhere by horse carriage, right?
Right.
And you wouldn't believe it. White people suffer too. It's crazy.
Yes.
We're Caucasoids. I know. Anyway, let's get to the news today, shall we? I know that you are very interested in politics, Barry.
Yes.
Donald Trump, did you see the speech yesterday in Pennsylvania?
I didn't see the whole thing. I saw the highlights.
I was hanging out at the house and I had Fox in the other room and I was listening to it and I went, midway through the speech, I was like, he just sounds good. He just sounds good. He sounded like he was comfortable in his skin. A lot of the times we think of Barack Obama. Barack Obama is used to being very... I got to turn off something here real quick because I'm using some bandwidth that I can't afford to use right now. Hold on. It doesn't make any sense to those of you who are listening because I've had to learn all this crap in last year. Hold on. Let me get through it here real quick. I'm going to kill my bandwidth.
Was it part of your white privilege classes?
It was part of my white privilege. It was part of my white privilege classes. I'm going to stop recording. The reason why I'm having some... Yes, okay, great. Don't save. Stop notifying me. Oh, I've learned so much about just crazy stuff with regard to internet broadcasting. But Donald Trump was in his element. Donald Trump, and I wasn't a Donald Trump fan. He was the last person I would have voted for, Barry.
He was about my fifth choice.
Thank you. Who were your other choices? Who did you like, dude? Who did you like?
My first choice actually was Scott Walker.
That was my first choice from frickin' Wisconsin.
What I wanted was as conservative a governor as we could get. That's why I wanted him. And so I went down the governor line, and we basically ran out of governors. I said, I was watching, because I watch this stuff all the time.
Yeah, man.
Even though I was actually employed back at that time, I was still able to watch this stuff at night. And he's on that campaign trail, and he's giving these speeches in front of these groups, and all these people are going in, and they're trying to get him off track. Yeah. And they're screaming in the audiences and all that. And he kept on going, and he kept on going, and he never backed down.
And you had all these paid for SIEU protesters coming to the state capitol, all this shit.
And he never
let
it bother him. He fired back at them time and time again. And, one of the things, and I know he's got some things in his past. I understand. I mean, pretty much everybody does. But the fact of the matter is, people say, well, he has no experience, no government experience. The guy built a multi-billion-dollar empire. And yes, I know he was born with a little bit more money than what we were given.
He's a white guy.
But you know what? There are plenty of people who were given that amount of money from their parents and blew it.
Yes.
Okay. He turned it into an empire.
So you Scott Walker, who were your other choices before Trump? Because mine was Rubio. I saw Rubio when he was in Kansas City. I saw Cruz when he was in Kansas City.
My thing with Rubio and Cruz was this.
Yes.
And I said it when Obama was running, and the same standard applied. I am not a fan of a one-term senator running for president of the United States. Because that means they didn't even finish
Barack Obama didn't even have
right. Oh no,
one term, right?
Right. He started halfway through his first term, and Rubio and Cruz were first-term senators, and so I wanted some. Listen, a governor is like a president of their state. Right.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And so that was why I wanted the governors first, and we ran out of the governors, and that's why I went for Trump. Yeah. And believe me, I mean, with all the flack I've gotten, I'm still a huge supporter of his.
Now, 1 year into it, did a speech today, first anniversary, spoke to the right to life walk today for the first time.
To all the never Trumper conservators out there. He spoke to the right to lifers today.
For the first time. Now, you can say whatever you want. 45 years. You can look at me. You can say all you damn want about Donald effing Trump, but he's promising, and he's delivering on the promises that he had during the campaign. He spoke to the Right to Life March, the first president in 45 effing years. This, to me, is epic, because I could have been aborted. All right? I was adopted. My mother in 1965 could have said, I can't deal with this. I can't deal with this. I'm going to end this baby's life. Donald Trump, I don't give a shite whatever you say about Donald damn Trump. But today he was the first president with the balls to say that you and I do believe, Barry, I may be wrong. You may have been hatched from an egg. I'm not sure.
Well, I was created in the lab,
I think you were actually in the womb like everyone who's watching this.
Correct.
And by God in heaven,
Yep.
you should have the right to live. It's bullshit if you say otherwise. And this president, I don't give a shit. If you say he slept with a porn star, that's the news story, right? And maybe he did. Whatever. I don't even give a crap. Today, he spoke out at the Right to Life walk in Washington, D.C. for the first time. And this man is following his campaign promises. Am I right about that, brother?
Absolutely. Listen, there were a lot of conservatives out there who were just as much anti-Trump as any liberal that was out there, because I kept saying, he's not a conservative. You people are morons. He's a liberal.
Nope.
He's donated money to Democrats. You know what? If you're a builder in New York State, you damn well better donate money to Democrats, or you will never get anything built.
No shit.
So he gave to both parties. He voted for Bush the first time. I think he voted for Bush the second time. He voted for Romney. He might not have been a right-wing conservative, but he was definitely a conservative guy. And so what happens is, now you had these never-Trumper conservatives out there that are saying he's going to make you all look like morons.
Yep.
He's absolutely pro-Second Amendment. He's proven that. He's putting conservative judges. He put the one conservative on the Supreme Court.
He is owning. We
all over the country, there's conservative judges joining.
We're looking at an epic change in the judiciary like we've not seen in a very long time, even more so than the dumbass we had in office for 8 years.
He's absolutely following through with all the promises that he made, that all of the anti-Trump conservatives said he's not going to do. He's going to be a Democrat. Watch and see, he's going to be a Democrat.
Nope.
So you people are just as bad as the liberals who fought against.
All right, I want to get to the speech. Okay, here's the thing: Dow Jones 31% gain since Donald Trump took office. Thank you, Obama. No, you're high.
Didn't I just say a couple of weeks ago, crossed 25,000, and now it's past 26.
It's kicking ass and taking names.
It's because Obama.
Yes, exactly.
Obama.
But because Obama. But it took 8 years to get there, right? Why didn't it kick in 7 years?
Right.
If Barack Obama's doing it, you dumbasses who support Barack Obama, if you think that Barack Obama did it, why didn't it kick in at 6 years? Why didn't it kick in at 5 or 4 or 3 or 2 or 1? Right. Like it did with Ronald Reagan, year 1. Like it did with Donald Trump, year 1. Stupid. Donald Trump is kicking ass and taking names. He is. And he had a delightful speech yesterday. Oh, real quick, a couple other steps. Unemployment claims dropped the lowest number in 45 years. Thank you, Barack Obama, for leaving office. That's why I'm thanking Barack Obama. Leaving office. 45 years. Lowest unemployment claims in 45 years. I'm going to tell you, it's all about this man. U.S. jobless claims plunged to the lowest weekly tally since 1973. You know why? Deregulation. Lower taxes for corporations. I know they're evil corporations, but guess what, Barry? People work for evil corporations.
They hire people.
They actually, yeah.
And
people work for evil corporations.
Is it like 100 national corporations now have acknowledged all these things they're doing for the employees because of the tax cut?
Oh, yeah.
Because of it.
You've got thousands.
Apple is going to be doing more in the United States because of the tax cut.
Now, here's the thing. Apple, Donald Trump, I heard the speech today, or yesterday, it was yesterday's speech in Pennsylvania. He said, he talked to the CEO of Apple, and he said, I'm going to be bringing $350 billion back into the country, right? No, listen. Donald's like, $350 million is a lot. He goes, no. $350 billion. You know why he waited? And this is a left-leaning Apple CEO to repay